Oh, welcome back. Just a quick update for June. I've actually finished the job, which is unbelievable. I've got obviously the radiators in before and the fan, but the fan was actually jammed up before, so I had to cut a little piece out of the bottom. So that's fine. It's actually all wired in now. I've taken a feed from that little fuse box up there. The wire runs all the way down here. What I decided to do on this one, I know you can get some thermostatic controls from Fleabay for about £14, but they rely on like a little capillary tube goes in the sleeve of the radiator hose, which I didn't really fancy that, 'cause I thought, well, it's bound to break off eventually with the flow running past it. It's got to vibrate and rattle about and fall off. So I went for this one, and basically you can actually choose when it comes on and goes off. And I think this one comes on at 88 degrees and goes off at 76, I think, something like that anyway. So I thought that's quite a good way of doing it. Also, I've got obviously the bottom radiator hoses on there. I did buy a 32mm long leg one, but I didn't realise that the actual diameter from the water pump's bigger. It's about 35, 36, so I had to get a reducer. Got a new little bracket on there for the alternator. The old one, where what is? What's up here? Basically, it's been cut off. So that's pretty much the front of it done now. And the only downside to it all, I think I might have to take the whole lot out again because I know I've got an oil leak. So I'm hoping it's just a sump because obviously this car's been sitting for a long, long time. I thought it was 3 years, but realistically it's more like about 5 years now. So anyway, it does start up first time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in there tomorrow. It's not quite so hot. And I'm going to try and just nip up the sump and see what difference that makes. The thing I'm almost finished, I showed, just go around the back. Well, obviously we're around the back. I've getting on quite well with this frame. I know, I don't know if you remember before, I had some old carpety stuff in there. There it is down there. It's just a piece of plywood and some crappy old carpet wrapped over it. Anyway, so I thought I'll make a little framework up, which I've done. It took a lot of time because I didn't do welding in this garage because obviously it's right above the fuel tank. I've got another car next to it, so I really don't want to catch a light. So that's pretty much it at the moment. So these pieces here are all bolted in nicely, both sides. I've just made a centre section, and this little opening here, you can see it very clearly, this little square here, not focusing very well at the moment. That's going to be like a little toolbox. I'll make it as deep as I can. So it'd be nice to actually carry a few bits and pieces with me when I go away. One of the main things, I just want to get a can of petrol in there. So if I do run out, at least I've got another gallon or whatever's in there. So what I've got to do now is just make a few more bolts, a bit of box section through there and one through there, and one here somewhere. And bolt it all together so it actually comes, I can actually bolt it in and out. Then the problem I've got after that is, what do I cover it with? I don't know. I want to make it something nice. I don't just want to put a sheet of aluminium on there because it looks pretty pence. And I don't want to use any sort of like cloth material because I'm not going to put a roof on this. Although I've got it, I've got all the wet weather gear. I just really don't want to put it on. I think a couple of reasons. Apart from it spoils the look, and I really can't be asked to keep putting it on and off. I'm only going to go out on a dry day. And if it should rain, I want to make sure this covering on there is actually sort of waterproofish. So that's where we are at the moment. The only other job I've got to do is the handbrake. I've got to connect that handbrake cable up. I don't know if you can see it or not. Do that one. Bleed the brakes. And I think that'll probably be it for the MOT. I'm going to give it a bit of a chance. I'm not going to do these front fenders, although the wheels are sticking out quite a bit. I'm just going to take it down to the local place and try to blag it so that I'll tell him it's already been MOT'd like that, so we might let it go. We'll see. If it doesn't, I'll just have to change them. I think the backs are okay. Yeah, that's that little fuse box I was on about. See it? No, can't see it. There it is. That's the fuse for it. Although it is the fan, I've had to call it a blower because that's the only sticker I had. Just needs a bit of a wipe down in there because there's quite a lot of oil everywhere. So things are looking good. So hopefully next time I post another video, it should be down on the ground and ready for an MOT. Whoopee! Well, thanks for coming back. See you again shortly. Bye now.